Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Spill, where we spill and have fun. We are on episode 7, guys. Can y'all believe it? Woo, yay. So I have with me a special guest who I love dearly. Her name is Tenisha, or you can call her T. For the most part. She does hair. She's a wonderful mom. She's a very smart individual, honey. She gets you out of anything you want. She's a fighter. Yes, she'll get you. Yes, very much so. Cute. Keep it cute or on mute because she's that type of girl. Okay. She's all about her business. She's always about making more money, making multiple streams of income. So introducing Tenisha. Woo.
Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey.
So now what we have to drink right here in front of us, because I have some water and I don't know what that is. That looks like it's very fruity.
So can I say the name?
Absolutely.
Okay. So this is actually a Henny Margarita. I made this real quick. Little Henny, little margarita mix. But I bought Marquise a drink. Because we all know Marquise does not drink.
I don't drink.
So I bought Marquise.
You see how the thing God was like, girl, just go ahead and throw it off. Okay, God. You want me to drink
Marquise
it?
a non-alcoholic drink that those little, what are they called? Like spritzers?
Yeah.
Sparkling spritzers.
Sparkling apple.
So I don't
cranberry.
feel alone with my drink.
But I have water in front of me, very refreshing. So yes,
I do have some water down here, but this is my primary.
But very much so primary, okay?
Very primary.
Lots of time. So I want to check in mentally with you. How are you doing mentally? Like, don't check in with, my name is Tenisha. I feel, we work in the mental health field, y'all.
I want.
Yeah. So how are you doing mentally?
I would say lately mentally, I'm awesome. I'm in a good space. I'm in a clear space. I'm just having a good time. I'm enjoying life. I'm enjoying, whatever comes with it. I'm learning that problems are gonna come. They're gonna come. Every day when you wake up, it's a problem. Whether it's if you gotta put gas in your car or you gotta pay some type of fee for your kids. If you got kids, I got kids.
If you got kids.
If you got them, I got them.
Dogs are kids too, y'all, whether y'all like it or not.
So that would make me have 3. But yeah, I'm just in a space where it's like, okay, I got a problem. Let's figure it out and let's move on. So I can just enjoy the rest of my day.
Real good.
Real good.
I love it. Real good.
Real good.
Clocked it. Okay. Well, mentally, I am all over the place. I'm going to be very honest and transparent as much as I can. I'm all over the place because there's a lot that I want to do in my life. Okay. And time is not our best friend.
Time is not of the essence.
It's just like we can slow down aging. We can slow down how we look, but we cannot slow down time because time is going to come. It's going to go.
The only thing we can't control is time.
That's all we cannot control. So, I'm all over the place emotionally because there's so much I want to do. There's so much that I want to pay for or have to pay for because I want to do so much, including this where we're on right now. So yeah, emotionally, I am who sang that song, Emotional Roller Coaster? Was it Vivian?
Oh, emotional roller coaster. Loving you ain't nothing. Yeah, that song. Vivian.
That song. Vivian Green. You did it. Yes, Vivian Green. Yes. So that's what I feel like is, Vivian Green, Emotional Roller Coaster, honey. Mentally, okay?
Okay.
So
if I can ask you a question.
Sure. It's a conversation.
How are you dealing with that?
Well, just kidding. So how I deal with it is I literally just do things that I like to do like this. I find time, like I worked today and came straight here to do this. Well, I didn't come straight here, y'all. Let's be honest. I worked today and then came here to do this because this is something that I love to do. This is something that helps me decompress. I actually play video games, whether people want to believe it or not. There are feminine gay people out here in the universe.
What you be playing, Mario?
Girl, no.
What kind of feminine gay people game?
No. I'm just saying there are, because people act like there's always just masculine niggas who play games.
Well, I'm sort of a tomboy. And I don't play the game anymore, but growing up when I did play the game, I played the game with the boys.
I played the game with the boys too.
I played Tekken. I love Tekken.
I play all the games with the boys.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on.
But no, I play like very much so adventure games. Like I like Harry Potter, like there's the open world concept.
I love Harry Potter.
It's awesome.
Like if it's like a rainy day, I could literally like
cuddle up,
put a blanket in the dryer.
Yes. Oh,
get
I don't
a
have to do that.
Tea.
I have an electric blanket.
I liked putting my blankets in the dryer.
Okay.
Even if I had an electric one.
Okay.
Maybe I can borrow yours.
One day.
Anywho.
Yes, definitely do that. Like if it's a rainy day, I agree with you on that.
Cuddle up and just
I turn my air down.
In order. Yeah.
Turn that air all the way down.
All the way down. I want to be freezing.
Yes. Food.
Freezing and wrapped up.
Galore.
Okay. Sushi.
And if I can
noodles.
have a bathroom stool right there beside me, I just slide over.
Well, I love at my house, like the bathroom's right there. So
yeah, it is. Mine
pop in and pop right back out.
I still got to get up though. So when I'm uncomfortable, I don't want to get up. So
yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I get you, girl. So yes, that's how I decompress. I do this as well as I'm always searching on TikTok or any other not other games, but other websites, trying to figure out some type of avenue where I can make more money, but also make more of an impact, if that makes sense. So I'm all over the place when I tell you. I need to just slow down. So yeah, that's what I'm doing mentally.
I have my hands in like a little bit of everything, like that kind of sort of too. I feel like I'm a master of none of the things that I do.
So you're a jack of all trades, or a king of none?
Exactly. Jack of all trades, master of none.
You don't have to be a king of anything.
And I'm amazing at everything that I do. But the reason why I say that I'm not a master at any of those things is because you can always get better. It's always room for coaching. It's always room for learning. It's always room to grow. Every time I turn around, I'm seeing people that do, the same things that I do, that are in the same fields that I'm in, and they're elevating. I'm like, oh, wow, I could do that too. You can easily just learn from people and pick up from people.
Yes.
I picked up so much from you.
Really?
Yeah, I have actually. I just want to say, since I've known you, you have been a very positive spirit.
Oh, thanks. They always say
when
that.
you come around, it makes me smile.
Oh, you make me smile too, girl.
I know. I be like, hey, good morning. Oh my God. Yeah, so I appreciate having you around. I do.
Well, thanks, girl.
You add to the feng shui.
I do.
Of things. I love your demurity.
Thank you. Did I have a new word?
Demurity.
Demurity.
ITY. Let's make it an action.
Really?
I love your demurity.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love what you come with, positivity, uplifting people, trying to help, gassing people up for their different ideas and different things like that. I appreciate someone like you being in my space.
Well, thank you so much.
I hope it's for a long time.
After she called me bougie, I hate bougie bitches who act like they don't know nothing about no food stamps.
Why you got to keep bringing up?
Because I didn't know about food stamps.
You did know.
You said the word stamps, Tenisha, and I think you talking about postal stamps. I said
stamps.
I don't have
Y'all,
stamps.
Let's be real. Food is high. I don't get food stamps. Maybe this is a call to action, because if you get food never mind. We was just looking for it.
Yes.
The stamp.
Right. And I didn't know, I didn't know she was talking about that.
The term.
The stamps that you, can spend.
Yeah, on a credit card, because they got a card now.
Oh, I know about the card.
Yeah. Oh, you know about the card.
I know about the card. I know that someone exists.
Know about the card.
Yes, know about the card. So how do you deal with your social life, being a mom, trying to juggle so much at work, also trying to go to, you are in school, trying to finish up, and having this so-called love life outside of here, because everybody has a so-called love life if you're not married yet,
Yeah, we will get to the love life last.
Yeah.
Anyways, you asked about it last, so it'll be last. But
you juggle so much.
I do juggle a lot. I am a mom of 2 boys. Mm-hmm. One's 14 and one's 12. My oldest name is Storm, and my youngest name is 7.
Hey, nephews.
Yeah. They are, my oldest is actually going to high school this year. My boys are sports players. They play all the sports: basketball, football, baseball, soccer.
That's a lot of balls.
It's a lot. So with that being said, I'm busy year round. I might get a month or 2 off before we going into the next sport. You know what I'm saying?
No vacations.
So I actually do vacation a lot. I have lots of stamps on my passport.
Oh.
I've been to Mexico several times. I've been to Panama. I've been to Aruba. I've been to the Bahamas. I've been to Grenada. I've been to, what am I skipping? Jamaica. How can I skip Jamaica? Yeah, I've been to quite a few places. I actually just got my kids' passports in the mail. So, boom.
Because I know that was a...
Yeah. They're actually going on an educational trip to Cartagena.
So it went ahead and got... Girl, I donated. For those who didn't donate it, shame on y'all.
For those y'all who didn't donate,
because you know you had the
y'all.
money. You know you had it.
So yeah, they're going to Colombia in November for a week. I'm excited about that.
Real good.
But as far, as me being a mom and then with my social life, I don't have a lot of friends. I got like a fave 5. I got my people. And most of my friends are people that I actually, grew up with. I've been living in Georgia for 13 years, but I'm originally from Maryland. And I'm just still hanging with the people that I was hanging with.
Hello.
It's whenever we can take a flight, we'll see each other. Whenever we all home at the same time, we'll see each other. I do have some new friends. I love my Atlanta people. It's a different rodeo. Take some getting used to.
Shout out to Donna.
Shout out to Donna. That's my girl.
Zwana
girl. But I move around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm everywhere. I like to go to lounges. I like to go on boats and yachts and flights, and we smoking that hookah,
amongst other things.
I mean, whatever. I like to go out and have a good time. Now, not go out and party, but I like to go and have a good time. Put some clothes on, have a good time. If it's gonna be an event, I'm there.
Period. All the events that we are there for.
I'm there.
Well, that's a lot to juggle, and you still find some way to go on vacation and find a way to be at all your kids' events and find a way to still go to work on time, may I add.
Yeah,
mostly. Yes. And also, you juggle a social life. So that's a lot in one. And a lot of people cannot do that. And I tell the kids that we, still shape and educate that everyone in this entire world have anxiety. We just know how to deal with it and cope with it.
Everybody in the United States, for sure.
My God. Hello.
Oh, you asked about my love life.
So, so your love life, when I say your love life, I mean that how do you juggle all of that, We can go more in detail if you want.
Well, I won't be too specific, but I have a guy.
Okay.
And my guy, he frees up my space for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know how like some people could be a single mom and then some people can be a mom that's single? I'm a mom that's single. And I mean that by saying I'm not with the father of my child.
Mm.
However, I do have someone who, supports me and helps me and my children in that
as
father figure type of
mm-hmm.
way, So a lot of things that will be extra for me, are not extra because he takes care of them. And then that way, that's how I have time and space to have a relationship. So, like bills that need to get paid. They get paid. Yeah. And things I want to buy.
My money is your money.
It gets
purchased. His money is your money.
And my money is
your money.
You said that, not me.
Well.
So yeah, things I need paid for. I mean, he pays it. And I mean, I'm not even saying that like for clout or like, can I cuss?
Yes.
Oh, or like to talk shit. Like my guy's my guy. And he should do those things for me. And if you have a guy or a girl or whatever, then they should be riding for you like that too. If they're not, I think you're doing the wrong thing and maybe you should call me.
So do you think that, she said call her, y'all.
Call me.
So do you think that it's required to give up your goods, give up your vagina, give up your good dick just to have that type of, I guess, comfortable life?
It is not required. It's 1,000% not required. Now, I don't know, what the person on the other side looks like or what the duration you want that relationship to be, because it's 2025 and people are being real negative out here. So, it might not last for a long time, but you can move right on to the next. I don't have to give you anything. People come with their own boundaries, and then the other person sets their boundaries, and then you go from there. It should be that type of clear understanding.
But I think maybe you were speaking for a heterosexual standpoint.
Okay.
Maybe. And I only say that because everything out here costs. Okay. You're not finna come lay up in my house. You're not finna just come wash up in my house.
You're not.
I don't care. I like to look at the whole fact as let's normalize staying in different houses, but still be in a relationship.
That's the relationship I have, and baby, when I tell you it works,
it works wonders. I feel like more people are open to that.
I mean, nobody's slamming the door or just go home.
Yes, just go home. Now you can stay the night here as as many nights as you want, but you don't live here.
Just go home.
Leave some clothes here and there.
I'm upset. I'm just going home.
Yeah,
I need space. I'm going home. I'm irritated. I'm going home.
Yes. So, which brings me back to my point is things cost. You're not finna fuck me. You're not finna slip your good dick inside me.
And those are your boundaries. And that's what I was talking about.
But for the people out here who don't know, a lot of people don't know how to ask for the money. They're like, I may want to ask for something in return, but it's gonna make me look like I'm a prostitute or concubine. Which was in the 1300s,
I love concubine.
Yeah,
I want to be a concubine.
A good geisha. They were in the 1300s. That's what started.
A lot of concubines are well taken care of. That's another subject for another day.
Hello.
I want to be a concubine.
We could talk about that.
But yeah. So you were saying like some people are like don't know how to.
They don't know how to
ask for the cash.
They don't know how to ask for the cash.
They don't know how to ask for the cash. Right. And it doesn't even have to significantly be cash.
Cash, right.
It could be
some type of
this car payment.
Yes.
These boots.
Yeah.
This perfume.
This mortgage.
So the advice that I would give for that is that I would give for knowing how to ask for the cash is, first of all, make that a priority in the beginning. In the beginning, when that person doesn't know you and you don't know them, when it's still kind of fresh, make that known. These are the things that I'm going to need. And if they give you attitude about it, keep it moving.
Or
keep it moving because somebody else will. You can fuck them
and go about their business.
You
that one time though, and go about their business.
But somebody else will. I promise you, somebody else will. What one won't do, another one will. And I know it just sounds like an old statement that your grandmom said, that her mom said. No, they didn't lie. The older I get, the more it started resonating in my life. Like, okay, you know what? It's like, how long you gonna do the same thing that's getting on your nerves?
Right.
I don't like this. I don't want to do this. This is what I want. So you need to surround yourself with people. You need to surround yourself in places and things that cohere to what you want.
Hello.
So don't be asking these bum niggas to pay your bills because they can't pay it.
Especially when you know for a fact that they
can't pay it. They
broke in the first place.
They want ass.
Broke dick is the best dick.
They want ass. And I was gonna say sometimes I mean, it's your choice. It's your business. Mm-hmm. People stay judging people, but we all gotta be 95 years old one day, and then we'll all look back and laugh at all of this. Listen, if you want to fuck a nigga and he don't have no money, you can fuck a nigga that don't have no money. You can have broke bitch behavior every now and then. It's okay. It's none of nobody's business. You don't have to explain anything to anyone as long as you eat and as long as your bills are paid. Mm-hmm. Then whatever you do on the side is what you do on the side, Ebony.
Hello. My goodness. Well, I have some friends who I do judge, and I'm not going to tell who they are. You probably know who you are. I do judge them, and I don't judge them like, oh my God, I cannot have a friend like you ever. Mm-hmm. I get tired of them like having some of them have broke niggas. Some of them have, good niggas who got good money and probably got good dick, I
get that.
We talk about it a lot, but
But that's only when we move into that space.
I don't
like when we when we get into the space where it's like I'm only dealing with this, I'm not dealing with that, and then good girlfriend or good homeboy is still in this space where they're still dealing with whatever's coming with this person that's negative, that doesn't feel good, that doesn't look good to you as a friend. Sometimes you have to let them be in that space. I stayed in that space for many years.
They had been in that space for a good minute.
That's how I got 2 kids. I stayed in that space for many years. So I was like, girl, no.
Right.
I have to have money.
You got this man to I come up there and shoot up the place, and because you talking to other, I ain't got time for that.
Yeah,
I don't have time for that.
It's not cute.
It's not cute at all. But some of my friends, they like shit like that. They like that toxic shit.
It's not cute, and people get away with a lot of stuff. But the minute that you draw too much attention to yourself, performing that type of behavior, you can really mess around and get in some real trouble. Like some real trouble. I got a friend that actually had to do some time on that, driving by a nigga house.
Oh.
You know, beating down the door, telling the other woman to come outside to fight. And they had a fight and some things went down and she actually had to go to jail. Who's going to jail?
Whew, honey, the ghetto.
I can't go to jail. Not about dick that'll call next week. I can't go.
I like that. Not about dick that don't call next week. That's what you said?
They will call the next week.
They will call the next week.
They will. Let me tell you something. Any person that, like, you did all the right things by, you know, like, you just genuinely a good soul to that person and they did you negative. And it don't even have to be a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It could be a friend.
Yeah.
It could be a family member.
Yeah.
They're going to have to gracefully bow to something substantiating you. They're going to have to. Because you can't put crazy energy out in the universe and think that you're not going to get it back.
I am a whole believer of that.
I am a real believer of that. I
am a believer of that. Like, you cannot, whatever you dish out into this universe, honey, it's going to come back to you tenfold.
It's going to come back.
Like, it's going to sit you on your ass, especially if it's negative. If it's positive, like you're giving back. Like, people think that, oh, I'm giving something. Like, for instance, somebody give out something to a homeless person or a person who don't have any money to pay for something that's in front of you in the store, and just like in your head, oh, I'm gonna get it back anyway, so let me just go ahead and get my blessing. That's not, people think if they say that out loud, think that they won't get their blessings because they're not doing it from their heart, but you are doing it from your heart because you are doing it.
Right.
So
I was having a conversation with some peers the other day, and we were talking about tithing. How you're supposed to give 10% or whatever may have you. And you know, a lot of people got an issue with tithing. Oof. I generally feel like if you belong to a church, you belong to that church and that church has to operate. Your 10% operates the church. The church has lights. The church has water, a water bill. The church has mortgage or land taxes. You know, the church has bills. And if you want to congregate there every Wednesday for Bible study and every Sunday for church, then we as a whole have to keep the lights on. Now, for those of us who are not in church every single Sunday or don't belong, you know, to a certain entity or whatever may have you, if you're a person that's really giving, like you said, if you're giving to the homeless, in my opinion, that's tithing. That is tithing as well. If I give you something out of my pocket, that's tithing. If my family member calls me and says, hey, my electricity is going to be cut off, I need $200, and I take my $200 and I give it to you, I believe that's a tithe. You know?
So if is it tithing when if they pay you back? Because you're getting your money back.
That's a good question. That's the loan. Now, I was talking about if I give.
Okay. I mean, because if
you give something to somebody and they expect it back.
A lot of people respect their money back. Like, hey, I gave you more than $100,
so
bitch, give me my shit back.
I have learned, like I said, or I don't know if I said I'm 35 years old.
She's 35.
So I'm getting there. I have learned over the years, if somebody want to borrow money from you and you decide that you want to loan it to them, you're going to loan it to them as if you're never going to see it again. So if you give somebody something, then you should already be acting like it's something that you don't need or that you're not going to get back.
I wish I would have thought about that.
It's always that possibility. And so live life like that possibility, just in case. And go ahead.
No, you're fine. I didn't mean to cut you off, but that's a good way to put it because I should have done it myself because I have a best friend, but I do have a ex-best friend who, you know, if y'all watch this, hey, I'm not saying your names, you know, but my best friend loved him to death.
But if he do, I'm sorry, if they do.
Come on, they. Non-binary. But we all lived in an apartment together. Yes, she did. She was the co-signer for my best friend because I'm like, I'm not putting my name on it. Also, I was trying to get my stuff right for a home, which I have. And she co-signed. So that's that case that me and my best friend, him and I got into the apartment. It was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, real cutesy. She stayed in the apartment down, the road from a different apartment complex in a different city. However, things happened, things transpired in her life that she had to get put, she had to like, hey, I got to put myself first. So do y'all mind if I, lay in y'all house apartment? Cool. I'm okay with that. However, we all plan to pay our portions.
You have to help.
Yes, you have to help. She helped some. However, when I came across some money, I'm trying to figure out what good to say this, but when I came across some money, I was able to make more than my payment, his payment, and her payment all put together, a big lump sum. So we can go ahead and get on out this place, so we don't have to worry about the next following months. We all agreed like, hey, we're going to pay back. My best friend, that's why he's still my best friend to this day. Well, that's not the only reason, but he communicates with me like left and right, like, hey, I ain't got the money right now, but I'm going to have it during this time. I'm going to pay you during this time. Like he continues to communicate and I love him to this day. But her, there's something that was off about her. I met her through him.
How old is she?
26, 27. Yes. Okay. And I'm like, girl, I'm trying my best not to take her to magistrate court. Because I will. That's a lot of money. Because if
it's a lot of money,
she knows she needs to pay it back. She knows she needs to pay it back. If it's a lot
of money, I would take that person to court. I would. Sorry. I don't play those type of games. I will take you to court.
But I blocked her on everything except my phone.
I will take you to court. I will sue you. I will call the cops. You're going to jail. Okay. Yeah. I'm not playing those type of games.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
You have to pay me my money.
She knows she's supposed to pay me back because we're not friends anymore because we were friends because I tolerate her at a certain point. I did. It's okay to call people friends that you tolerate because you tolerate them. You tolerate their behavior, tolerate their presence. So when I cut her off because of how she treated my other best friend, I was like, no, I could not deal with that. You're not that type of person. You are a nasty person.
People grow like that. If you feel like, I know for me, I most of the time catch on to people's energy the very first time I'm around them.
I do as well.
The very first time I'm around them, I go ahead and decide, yeah, girl, you're not for me. I don't even have to say anything. I don't have to make a comment. I just know that if it's a function and that person's going to be there, I won't. I'll find a way to dismiss myself.
That's me.
I hook up with people's energy real quick. And if it's not sitting right with me, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. So thanks for that good advice. See, I tell you guys, she's a jack of all trades, king of none though. She got it. So yes. So when it comes to people like me, how do you deal with acceptance like the way you do? Because I always wanted to tell you that you accepted me for who I am. You ask questions. You're not afraid to ask them, but you don't ask them in a rude way. How do you accept people like me? Like, is that hard for you to accept? Or easy? Like,
no, pretty easy. Just to give a little bit of background, like I said, I'm originally from Maryland, and I had a cousin back in the day. So when I was a kid, my cousin had to be like 25, 26 years old. His name was Dwayne, but everybody called him D.
Hey, D.
D is deceased.
Oh, sorry.
D contracted HIV, which turned into full-blown AIDS.
Oh, so the sweets came around.
Yes, this was years ago. However, I was, forgive me if I'm using the wrong terminology, but I was introduced to the life at like a very young age. My cousin D and all her homegirls, Miss D, Miss Terry, Miss Seal, these people were fabulous. I'm talking about wigs down here, eyelashes out here, hot red nails, convertible cars, leather outfits. And I wanted to be with them. I wanted to be like them. And every time my cousin D would go somewhere, I would ask my mom, can I go with D? I want to go with D. And if I could go with D, I would go. And I would hang with the girls all day. And they would be having their glass of champagne, and they would give me my little glass of sparkling cider, Demure was a whole TikTok thing. But as a kid, my first glance at what demurity looks like was from my cousin D. So with that being said, I was introduced to this type of lifestyle early where, gay, non-binary. You know, they didn't have all of the whole lgbtq.
Yes, lgbtq.
They didn't have all that then.
Lgbtq.
But, you know, so having that experience, it doesn't make it hard for me to accept people who are like you or in a lifestyle like you at all. Let's have a clarification moment.
Okay, clarify.
When I first met you, I'm like, what is going on? He or she, because I did not know, you know, how to label you at the time. I didn't even know your name. I'm like, this person is doing too much. What's going on?
I was fabulous.
You just all over the place. But to be honest, I, as a person, when I first met you, was not really in a good space.
Mm-hmm.
And people need to be honest with themselves.
Mm-hmm.
When you're not in that good space, you just welcome all negative energy. You do, because you're looking for something to complain about.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you, and I, at the time, didn't even have time to get to know you. So, you know, it probably would have been a different thing if I would have gotten to know you first. It wasn't something that, you know, I voiced. It was just in my head, like, Lord. So when I got the word that, I won't say you're kin to, but you in a friend group.
Okay.
Of some people that I love dearly.
Okay.
So it's automatic. If they love you, I love you too. So now I have no choice but to give you a chance. And so I did. And I'm like, I love Marquise.
Oh, thanks.
I'm so
She was talking shit about me in her head. Now she loves me, guys.
In my head, though, y'all. In my head, because I don't even do that. I was so unsatisfied with my thoughts. So, like, girl, see, that's why you just have to give people a chance.
Right.
Just because you don't agree.
Yeah.
With the way that someone looks or the way that someone is at, you don't know. All behavior has a stimuli. You don't know why this person is like that. For me, even though it wouldn't be something that I would have said in this solidarity,
mm-hmm.
but now I can say it out loud. The first issue was, why is always so damn happy?
Because I'm a happy person.
And I wasn't at the time.
Oh, I was always up.
I'm happy now, though.
Hey, girl. Every morning. Hey, girl.
I'm happy now. I'm part of, the concubines. Respect to Allah.
I'm a geisha.
So, everything's all good.
It is
But
great.
so, no, it is not hard for me to welcome people of your stature.
Okay. Well, if you don't mind me going even deeper.
Sure.
So a lot of women hate to be called cis woman, which means you're biological woman. They hate to be called, like, that's a thing right now. How do you feel about those terminology? Like, oh, you are a cis woman, or honey, you are fish, like.
Coming from you.
Yeah, coming from the girls, the gays.
Yeah, coming from the girls. I don't feel anything. Okay.
Okay.
If it's coming from someone who's not in the life, then I kind of have a problem with that, because
it's getting real fish clocking.
Yeah. But coming from and then, like I said, I'm from Maryland. We call each other sis anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Sis is sis.
Even when you about to fight, come on, sis.
Sometimes I call my mom. Hey, sis.
I can't call my mom sis.
Yeah.
I would get...
Me and my mom, we're like that.
Mm-mm.
So I can just call her, hey, sis.
So what about, even deeper, okay, so what about your kids not being in that lifestyle, but they come across that lifestyle? Would you shield them from that lifestyle? Or
Shield
were you
them
like,
from it?
Yeah, shield them from that lifestyle? Like, oh, you didn't need to know, because there's a lot of parents who agree and have friends and all this stuff of the nature, but when it comes to their kids, they're like,
Okay, let me be frank. Let me be frank and let me be real honest.
Okay, very honest.
This world, I can speak on America because I'm from here.
Yeah.
The world, but America itself is so hard on people that are in the lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
If my child, so what you're asking me is if my child was gay.
Well, if he was gay, or even if he come across that lifestyle and he's not gay.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
If my okay, so let me start with if my child was gay.
Okay.
I would be so afraid. I would be hurt, not because of who they are,
mm-hmm.
but because of what I know that they're about to go through in this world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to raise a gay child. I don't know how to help you. It would be a whole nother addition to mothering.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, my kids are teenagers now, and people don't realize, like, you're learning with your kids. So I'm just now getting everything, solid. That would be something I had to add to the board. Like, that would be a head scratcher. Like, I don't know what to do here. And I would be so afraid for my kids.
Yeah.
Seriously. On the other hand, though, I'm with you. Whoever you are is who you are, and I got your back. And that's...
I feel like you're going to be a fun ass mom.
Oh, hell yeah. That 100%. Listen, don't fuck with my child. Gay, straight, non-binary. What's all the words?
Pan, trans, it's so many. Any of them.
Trans, ham,
just not a pedophile.
Just not that.
Yeah.
They put that on there?
Girl, they're trying to put that a part of the LGBTQ.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're trying to, but it's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Insane.
So,
but yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Okay.
Now, like I said, my oldest son's about to go to high school. He's coming out of 8th grade. I don't think he's scared. He's a popular kid.
Okay.
But there are a lot of kids that he grew up with. And most of the time, if a kid is gay, most of the time, there's little telltale signs.
Yes.
So there's some kids that he grew up with. I know they in the life. He know they in the life. Those are his childhood friends, though. We've lived near and around each other for 13 years. So it is what it is.
Now, let me be a devil's advocate, because this is what I've been through as the person that I am today. Now, my mom has always told me she never left us around any feminine energy. Any feminine energy, because the dick gonna get hard if it wants to. It's a dick. It's gonna get hard. They don't have to act on it, but it's gonna get hard. When boys are in the locker room or they're by themselves, they like to play house. Ain't no girl around, but that feminine energy, that's the girl, that's their wife, that's their girlfriend. So in that sense, do you ever wonder, like, what the fuck is my son doing at my house? Or what the fuck are they doing with all these other fucking kids?
Oh yeah, I watch my kids all the time because
it's crazy out here.
I've been a kid. I used to be the mom, and my neighbor, her name was Ranisha. She used to be the dad. Ain't that gay?
Yeah.
But as a kid, their minds don't always compute like that.
It doesn't, and I was trying to tell people.
Even if they act on it, like you the mom and I'm the dad and whatever may have you. Even if I'm not talking about like act on it sexually, like penetrate each other.
Right, and that's not what they're trying to do.
Suck each other's penis and no crazy shit like that.
Right.
But even if they're acting it out, it doesn't mean that they're gay.
Right.
Kids just try to imitate and emulate what they see.
They're like a sponge. They suck up everything.
That's right.
Yes, and that's what my mom was telling us. She was like, kids gonna be kids for the most part. And they see what they act out what they see. It always starts from home.
Right.
And I always tell people, the uncles, we're not gonna talk about Uncle Perry, Uncle Terry, and all these other, or the cousins who done touched most of the cousins and their nephews and nieces. But the Black community won't talk about it. Or the Latino community. I can't speak too much on that community, but I have enough people in that community to know. They hate to speak on it. It's just like, oh, he had this cookout, he had the family reunion, and he done all these nasty things to these kids.
It's almost like it's an embarrassment.
Yeah.
To the family. But I think it goes, and I don't want to like get too deep into another subject, but I think it is rooted in a whole lot of other stuff. Because imagine, I mean, it's 2025 right now, but imagine it being 1930s or 40s or whatever may have you. And let's just use an example that you have an uncle in the house who is being inappropriate with the children. What do? You gonna call the cops? It'll come burn all your shit down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in that sense, yes.
What are you gonna do? Let's say you're the grandmother of the house and uncle is your son. What are you going to do? Let him be lynched? Watch him be hanged?
Or he ain't do nothing to you. Stop lying on him.
So I think some of the shush, it's rooted. It's in our DNA. It's in our bones to be quiet about it.
But
don't be quiet about it. Tell it.
Okay, because I'd be damned if I go suffer.
I don't really allow my kids to go a whole bunch of places, even when they would go with family members, which is not often because, we here.
Yeah.
But whenever my kids would go with family members and come back, I'm checking you from head to toe. I'm
The
questioning
14-year-old
you about.
probably like, what is happening?
And I'm questioning you about everything and everybody. My kids get upset with me because I ask them questions and I pick everything apart. But I'm doing it for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm your mom. I know you, first of all. Body language is everything. And then I'm a person who, like, school is easy for me because words are easy for me because I always like read for like comprehension.
Yeah.
I always read for comprehension. I pay attention to like punctuation and the way that characters in a certain setting, if you're reading like when it's characters, the way that they saying and doing things, because it'll help you understand that person. So when I break stuff down with my kids and I penny pinch stuff and I keep asking them stuff over and over and over again, it's just because I need to make sure I'm getting the truth.
Yes.
You know, I need to make sure when I ask you to tell me a story, I need to see it.
Paint a picture.
Yeah, I need to be in the room.
Like as if it's coming all out.
If
like
I was there, tell mommy what that, like if I was there.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay, mom.
Because you got to ask your kids. You got to ask them.
Ask your kids. Do not ever be quiet when they come back from a sleepover, a retreat, or some type of, a game that they've been on a field trip for and they came back. Ask them and examine their bodies.
Ask them, check their bags, check their phones.
Yes.
Ask them.
You heard about that 14-year-old girl who got killed by that grown man she was having a date? Yeah.
Wow.
He killed her because he claimed that she gave him an STD and he gave it to his girlfriend.
Even if she did, she's a kid.
Yes, 14 years old at that. Now she's dead because you, like, what? It is insane. It's this beautiful little black girl. So at this part of the session, I like to talk about, since we already chit chat, about you have to talk about something that transpire in your life that's really nasty. Like for example, the last episode, I told one of the girls that, hey, one of the people that I used to work with, she was getting dicked out by her man, and honey, he was just all up in her throat. Dick was in her throat, but he was squatted on her face. And he ended up farting. No, he ended up farting in her face. She pushed him off so fast. She said, she was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, that's what your reaction, girl. I would have beat that man.
He probably couldn't help it.
He probably could.
You got that man squatting down. His asshole is open. He's dipping down, dipping down.
Just
he's sorry, sis. If you want hearing it, he's sorry.
If you ever see this girl,
I know this person.
I done said it like 3 different times, girl. You don't know this person.
I know this person.
You don't know this person. I promise you.
Listen, don't worry. Marquise is not going to tell me who it is, but I know this person.
She was at another facility I worked at. Don't know her. Okay, yes. So give us something very nasty for the girls.
That's crazy.
And gays. You don't want to give us to? Yeah,
okay.
She had a very shy now, y'all.
I'll give y'all one thing.
One thing only.
These eyelashes are getting crazy.
I don't wear them.
Oh my God.
I'm not that type of gay. I can wear makeup in here. That's it.
Not this
I don't even wear nails.
I'm a boy mom. I don't even know. Okay.
So one time, y'all.
This one time. And being camp.
She don't mirror me band camp, y'all.
Why would you ask me this? This is crazy.
What is good? I told you.
Itching at everything.
Oh my God. What you itching for? Y'all, listen.
Okay, I'll just give you something quick. I used to leave work on my lunch break, like damn near every day, to go to the Target parking lot and fuck in the parking lot. But this particular day, I was on my period, and it was just like too much to be trying to do. So I was just giving my guy head in the parking lot at the Target, and he was pushing my head down so fucking far, I threw up. It was everywhere. And I just kept going. And he didn't clean it up, and I didn't clean it up. And then I just did one of these. And I went back to work. Sorry.
Oh my. What? Girl, I'm about to just... Oh my God. That is... Wait, whose car was it? Let's dissect this. Whose car was it? Was it his or yours?
It was his car. Well, sometimes it was my car.
Well, at this particular time, was it his?
Time it was his car. He didn't come back to work. I suppose he had to go shower.
I bet you, yeah, he better go shower that stink, vomiting dick.
I had to go back to work.
Oh my God, with dick mouth, dick breath.
I was quiet.
I bet you was sitting there like this. Hey y'all. And you didn't have to teach, did you?
No, I didn't have to teach.
Okay. Real good. And I only asked, oh my God. Do I know this person? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh.
You are messing me up and taking a sip of that sparkling.
I have to drink it like it's a drink, and I don't drink. Because what the fuck? Okay.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, girl. The audience loves it. Okay. Sorry. We like a little nasty story. Well, for me, this one particular man, the
lashes are really sticking now.
Okay. We talked through Snapchat.
Of course.
Yeah.
The snap
of the chat. Yes. Snapchatter. I would never out him. Never tell people who he is.
I respect that.
Yeah. So that's not my forte. So we talked. Girl, my head is still thinking about what you just said. What the fuck? It just went straight to...
I could say something worse than that.
Girl, well, maybe you could have. I probably would have left that.
I'm 35.
And it's okay. You lived it.
I'm 35. Things are happening for me.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, anyway, we talked this Snapchat. We talked like really nasty. Mine is not nasty as yours, but it talked very nasty. And the things that he wanted to do, he said, I love when you look up at me. When you just...
They love that.
Yeah. Girl. Oh, girl. I said, and when he said that, I just looked up like this. Oh my God. So yeah, he said, I like when you look up at me. I like when you call me daddy. Don't use my name. He's very just like, don't use my name. Just say daddy. Oh. I was like, oh my God, okay.
Okay, all these directions.
I miss your lips and all that, miss that, and miss this. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. So when we actually did what we're supposed to do as grown-ups do.
Y'all did the...
Not the...
Okay, but the...
Yes, the side.
Yeah.
Oral. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But he can't wait to do the other. I said, oh, girl, we're going to have to wait. So...
isn't it a big one?
It is. He's a grower. But you think it's small, but then when he started to grow, you be like...
More power to you.
Girl... I said, So, I'm going to take my time opening you up. Okay, great. Okay, but we're not talking about that. Okay. So, but then, this particular person, he has, kids. When he have one on the way, Mm-hmm. I'm just like, okay, cool. Congratulations. He is their father. Congratulations. Respect to the law. So he still want to fuck. He still want to get sucked. Okay. He does. Okay, you better keep drinking it, girl, because he said he want to squat on my face and dig in my mouth.
What you gonna do if he fall?
That's a lot of man to beat up. But, girl, I'm gonna roll his ass down those steps. Oh my God. I'm just gonna be like this. What? I'm just gonna push him on. Raise the roof, girl. I cannot, because that's what I'm going to raise the roof. Now, every time I see him, when y'all see me on the street, just don't call me. Just be like,
have to be stopped.
Just be like,
okay, so now we got two.
Yes.
It's a praise dance.
It is.
We lift our hands in the sanctuary.
Hey. My God. So, yes, I enjoy doing that, though.
Okay.
Sucking dick, I enjoy doing. You gotta say it like that. I enjoy doing that.
To be honest, I do too. I'm good at it.
I'm great at it. I just want you to know.
Yeah, that's just what it is. I
just want you to know.
I lock in and I focus on the task at hand.
Everything around it.
Yeah.
Under it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beneath
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But not the back of it. Not yet. I haven't got to that part yet.
Really?
Because I believe straight men are nasty. They don't know how to wipe their butts for real.
You have to wipe it for them.
I'm not wiping a grown man ass.
So what happens is, how do I know what happens? Who said that?
What's the TikTok? Hey, you need to talk shit because you know.
I got it. So, can they still hear me with my hands right here?
I hope so.
Oh, can y'all hear me? So, if you plan on, are we going to call this eating ass? If you plan on eating ass before you eat it, then you're just going to have to take a shower with your man and make sure that he gets all the parts so that you can make sure when you get to the parts that the parts are parting as they should part. Who the fuck said that?
Who said that? I like that person. They had a good idea.
They had
a great idea. I think they're right on the money, honey.
They were talking about how you should just, help them so that you alleviate that. Because straight niggas do be nasty.
They do. And don't let them have the white underwear.
They be nasty.
I'm glad they got briefs now that's colorful. Because, baby, I hate to see those white briefs coming.
I'm into clean guys.
Me too.
I'm so into clean guys. Like, I
don't want no bacteria infection in my mouth.
Damn near, you could be ugly. If you smell good and your hygiene is good, I'm probably still going to love you.
She said love. That's a big step.
No. And you know what? Let's talk about it.
And you know what? You want to know something?
Let's talk about it. Love is not a big step. You can love anybody.
It's a big word. You can love
anytime.
I can have love for you, but I don't have to love you. If I'm loving you,
loyalty is a step.
Okay. Loyalty is the second step after love.
I got a homeboy right now that I've been in conversation with because he is in love with 2 girls, and I believe him. He loves them. You don't know this person, but you will know this person.
Oh.
Yeah. But I believe him. I believe that he loves the both of them and he doesn't want to lose either of them and he doesn't want to be with either. That's why people got to be a concubine. Mm-hmm. That'll solve all of that.
Or a geisha, in my little slippers.
That's it.
Yes.
But I believe him. I've been there before, in love with 2 people at one time. So you can love a lot
dick at one time. One to the other. Just kidding.
It's who's
available at the time. You have
loyalty.
I feel like if I ask for money, I'm a geisha or a concubine.
Girl, I'm a concubine real bad.
Because, honey, I'm going to be like, so run me that money, that cash.
I'm going to ask for money every day, twice.
Well, I shouldn't have to ask, though. Because if I'm pleasing you, I shouldn't have to ask at all about anything.
I desire to have a man that he just is. I just wake up and when I put my feet on the side of the bed, there's the slippers.
Oh,
and I go downstairs and the breakfast is cooking.
He like that?
He like that.
Oh, shit, girl.
And I get sad and he just brings me my favorite Hershey Symphony bar. Like.
Hershey what?
Symphony bar.
You need to be ashamed of your fucking self.
It's good. You need to try it.
Not trying it.
I need my forever person gotta know me. Just know me. Because at the end of the day, people are people. People are just people. People are people.
I love me a good light skinned man. Though. I just want you to know that.
You like the light skin?
Oh, girl, I would run a bitch over for a light skinned man.
I like them.
Okay.
Blue, black, purple.
Okay.
Black.
Okay. I don't like them.
Dark.
I feel like I don't find them attractive as much. I won't say I wouldn't date them or, go through with
rotisserie chicken roasted.
Well, listen, honey. They can be rotisserie chicken ready all they want to, okay? Fried as a fucking bacon. Yet, and still, they're not my first point. Because I was bullied by most dark-skinned boys growing up. With the light-skinned men uplifted me. The boy, excuse me.
Sorry you went through that.
Yeah, so it was. So...
Well, Christopher Kennedy pushed me down, and that's how I got this. Is it over here?
Who the fuck is Christopher Kennedy?
Or is it over here? It's over here.
Who the fuck is Christopher Kennedy?
Christopher Kennedy. This boy I used to go to church with. Light skin,
he just
green
liked you,
eyes, curl hair. Yeah. He liked me, and I raced him, and I tore the fur off his ass, and he got mad and pushed me down.
Hi, Christopher.
Christopher, if you watching this, kiss my ass. Look what you did to my elbow. I have a fucking forever scar on my body. And as you can see, I don't have no scars. But you did this to me because you a mad ass light skinned bitch.
Well, in other words, for me, if you're not in prison or you don't have like several baby mamas.
And you probably do. Because he was a PK. He probably will call you.
I hope he do.
I hope he do too. I'm going to kick his ass.
Suck your world down, okay?
Why would you give him a gift?
Okay, I'm going to give him a gift. Okay, great.
We don't.
I give him a hand job.
He did this to me.
Okay. Sorry, Christopher. Green eyes, curly hair, light skin. Well, and then in that sense, okay, y'all. Please. And in that sense, so you can tell the people where to find you because she does hair, guys. If y'all want to book an appointment, she has 2 Instagrams. So.
Book with me. I have several Instagrams. My main Instagram is gonna be Monae Tejada. That's MONAE _Tejada. TEJADA. And you can just find my regular stuff on there. Sometimes I post. I am a hairstylist. I do micro shading and I am a lash artist. I do teach classes. I am home of the $50 lash special. I do have several specials running with the braids, the weaves, the locks. Come and see me. I can get you right.
Respect. I love that woman. And also, guys, you can also find me at Marquis _Couture. That is MARQII _COUTURE. Do not get that confused. Okay. It's not a K. It's a C. Also, Let's Spill. If you have any question, comments, concern, or anything you want us to read out loud, you can find us or email me at letspillnow@gmail.com. Until next time, guys, deuces, because this was episode 7.
Oh.